Meccano magazine, model of the month, 1957, cloth folding machine. Well, there we go, this one. Looks interesting. I've got some parts, really old parts, different periods. So let's go to the framework. Off we go. Here we are, the framework done of the cloth folding machine. Start off with the, well, the instructions don't explain exactly where the girders go in the holes, so I'll try and help you out on here. There's a number 8 girder here. So from here to here with the corner bracket, it's 6 holes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6. This is a gap hole, another corner bracket with the girder on, and then your girders down at each end. So we'll help you out. Also here is your 7.5 perforated strip. Now on here it says use a 11C with 5 washers. Well, the 5 washers won't fit on a 11C bolt. It says use an angle bracket, but it doesn't explain on the instructions what bracket is, so I'm stuck on that at the moment. Here it says put the plate on before you put your motor in, so you'll have a problem putting your motor in for get to your base plate there. That's roughly where I've guess where the switch is going to be on the fault graph. Zooming in on my computer will help you out on this. And the motor is a E15R. See, so it says use a 7/16 pinion with 62th gear, 2.5 axle rod, again a 7/16 pinion with a 62th gear, which is on a 3.5 axle rod with a sprocket wheel, which this will sit outside the model. So now that'll go in here. I'm guessing it's roughly about there, looking at the photograph. Trying to line that with the switch. That's where I'm up to this stage. Fit the motor in now, and off we go to the rest. Well, yeah, some more stuff on the model. Let's start. Here's a little ratchet wheel. Something to do with your table. It says turn it, put it with like a band with a prowl on it. Now, in the instructions about here, it says put a screw rod in, and that's it. And then you carry on with the model. But later on, it says on the inside, put 2 4.5 perforated strips on. So I suggest you put them on with locking nuts on it where you're putting the screw rod on, and on top of the 4.5 perforated strips there are a 3-inch axle rod with 2 pulleys on, half inch ones. So can I show you here, about here. Okay, now I'll just show you this side first. Now on the instructions here, this is your number 4 girder, it's saying. Now it doesn't exactly tell you where to put your axle rods for the motor, for the gears. So we'll start from the bottom of here. On your 4th hole up, there's another axle rod, and then inside that is running on with 2 loose pulleys. Now on your 5th axle rod, there's a 26 gear, and that connects onto your 27C gear wheel, which is about 4, 5, 6, 7 on the 8th hole. Okay, so look at your photograph, you just about see your bolt there, so I've based on that, so it seems to be working pretty good. This here axle rod here on the inside is running a wood roller. Now here, there's a wood roller here, goes down, that's done by string. I'll just turn it around closer for you. It's working on your 15 to a perforated strips. There's a counterbalance. So that's what it says to do. I've added bolts in there. It's showing your photograph, it shows you string tied through it all, so I've added 2 rod connectors onto it, make it a bit better. That weren't too bad to do. Let's go around here. You can see now, as your 227C said, sure they're in line with the holes for later on. Your normal 26 gear, and then later on here you got your 3-inch sprocket wheel, chain link, a small pulley wheel, and a driving band onto your 19B pulley wheel, which is the wood roller connected onto it on the inside above the motor. Here on your sprocket wheel connected on the chain link is a small one, and all your gears for your motor. So say put all your gears on your motor before you put your motor in, because you'll have difficulty putting it in. The switch here is working right, so you put four holes in the switch mechanism. So that'll do that. That seems to be working nicely. So that's where we're up to so far. And the next thing is to do the other complicated bit sections. Now, I've still not worked out yet. It's about this bracket here with the 5 washers on, it says. Well, I'll explain to you next round. Off we go to the next sections. Here we are, the model nearly completed now. I did all the table on, and the plans, instructions, levers here. Let's go to the inside. I mentioned about here, about it says 5 washers and an angle bracket. Well, actually it is. Worked it out now. There's your 5 washers, and there's your angle bracket at number 12, and this supports your axle rod for your table, which is this section here, which goes up and down by using the crank. I'll do it for you. See, and then release it, take the pro off, goes back up again. Okay, so that's it so far on this section. Now here is where the cloth goes in, and it goes up and down, and it connects with your triangle plates. And so here, this goes forward, this will then bring up your rack. So I'll just bring it forward here, so like that. I'll just I've took the chain link off here, so I'll just do it by hand, show what's happening. That's cloth going forward, lifting up, and the same again at the other end. See, the ratchet lift is up here, back down again, pushing that forward. That's what it's doing so far. So that's the problem solved there about your washers. I've got now put the cloth in, and a bit of a driving band here for the wood roller. I've got some idea for that. So let's put the chain on, get it on. Not very easy sometimes, I've done. And then the driving band here. Let's see it roughly working. Well, that's it so far. It's a case of tuning it up with the cloth and whatever I'm going to do with it. Let's see the final shot. Off we go. Yeah, the final shot of the model. We'll start here. It says I put a driving band here, stop the cloth, going on top of your motor and your gears. So I've been to a place where you get cotton wool and needles and so on, place like that. I've come across there in the shop, like a stretchy material, I can describe it, and what I've done here, I've just overlapped it, hand sewn it to make a nice decent driving band. You can see here, come on here for your other models. Also in the shop as well, I had this Hessen type of stuff as well, exactly 3 inches, so that saves you cutting materials down. So look, I think it was the part for the model for myself. So what I've done is gone up the driving bands between 2 rollers, up again with the cloth, over your roller here, your counterbalance roller, call it, goes up and down, goes right down in between your two girders, and that'll fold. Then you put your cloth underneath your fox here so it grips the cloth, same as the other side, ready for starting. Let's show you it working. Will it do the job as it says in the instructions? I've altered it, had a go at it, off we go. As you can see, no, it doesn't do it, unfortunately. Many times I had a go trying adjustments. So a nice model to build, interesting model as well, but a letdown on this side here where it's supposed to fold the cloth, ready for lower your table down and bring your cloth out, already folded. Maybe a new design, if you can come up with one, if you wish to have a go at this model. Like I say, thanks for watching the video of this project. Bye for now.